So I'm here with Dan, who I wanted to talk to after his amazing talk yesterday. That was so much fun. I know you had such great energy level at the very end of the conference. Everyone loved it. The map stuff about Pittsburgh was freaking awesome.
It's a weird city.
It really is. Have you checked to see if Google Maps gets all those weird streets right?
You mean in terms of where the intersections are?
Yeah.
If you ask it to take you to an intersection of two streets, it picks one.
Okay. I don't know if you were aware of this, but just recently it was reported at LAPSA, New Jersey, and in LAPSA in general, that you can get anything you find that's wrong on Google Maps fixed by simply submitting a bug report yourself.
Oh.
So if you find weird shit like that, report it. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Yay, I don't have to send them right to Tom anymore. So tell me what kind of fun you've had at LISA this year.
I always have fun at LISA. They're always interesting talks. But since I'm the education director, I get to run around a lot and not see as many of them as I'd like.
Cool. That's not, actually no, not cool.
Yeah, but I got to judge the costume contest, which is always fun.
Awesome. I arrived late for that myself, unfortunately, but I enjoyed my costume.
Well, the entire Usenix staff was zombies.
I did see that. Actually, my blogging team and I wanted to support the Usenix staff because we knew most geeks wouldn't dress up, so we thought we would. So that was fun. Actually, the whole freaking thing was fun. I had an idea last night at dinner that there should be not a track, I don't know what. Like, I want the oral history tradition of Unix done in audio format or video format. Like, I want Thompson and Ritchie reading me a bedtime story about how things got started, and people are like, "No, we could never do that," or "No, nobody would pay." What?
Write them a letter.
Oh no, that's not even it. The people I was at dinner with were like, "Oh, no, nobody's company is going to pay for them to sit at LISA and have that." I was like, "Well, so what? There's plenty of stuff we do."
Have you seen Salas's book on the history of Unix?
Yes, I want that stuff.
I'm on the Unix equestrian team.
Wow.
Yeah, there is no such thing, but there's a picture of me.
I hear you. I think that there's so much of that stuff that's really great, and when we get kids coming through school and we get them all hyped about this wonderful operating system and the wonderful stuff they need to learn, that if we could pass along what is often, cultural and oral, we should, and we shouldn't just do it in a written fashion.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a writer, primarily. This is new technology for me to be spending tons and tons of gigabytes of crap to record everybody, but...
And you're shooting everything at a Dutch angle.
Yeah, it's on purpose because there's no, it's only a digital zoom,
right.
And it's a brand new camera, and we didn't figure out the digital zoom, and it's all right.
So you Dutch it, but that means that I lean like this.
No, I actually want it slightly off kilter.
Okay.
I want you to look like Max Headroom, please. So.
Okay.
Check it out. Dan just did an impression of Max Headroom for me. All right, now I'm going to have a very off, and I'm not editing any of this.
Right.
It may be someday, but not by me and not right now. So tell me what's important about education at LISA. He said with a demonic laugh.
What's important about it? Well, education is important regardless. If people ask me, what am I? I'm a singer, I'm a healer, and I'm a teacher. It's what I do. Education is always important because it's a way of passing on new materials, stimulating people to think about new ideas, getting them to expand their horizons, broaden their horizons, learn things that they didn't know, and hopefully think up new things.
Okay.
So all education is important, and Usenix education is simply one aspect of all education.
There you go. So it's a subset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the hall talk is part of education.
The hall talk is awesome. I mean, I have to tell you, I had a little bit of talk with Andrew Hume on MD5 yesterday, and then as we were walking away, I asked him if he liked my new T-shirt from Google, and he just patted me on the back, and he said, "We all grow up someday." And I looked at him and I said, that felt suspiciously like a young Padawan moment. And he just guffawed. I was like, all right. All right. As a girl who got started at the labs, I really dug it.
Yeah.
Anyway. But the hallway track was priceless. Yeah. Sincerely priceless. I mean, I got to sit down with Bruno Michel after his talk. We had a cup of coffee. He was too badly backlit. We didn't move our cups of coffee. He drank my coffee.
Well, you'll notice that I've stood in a way that I'm properly front-lit, I hope.
You are pretty much, and you know what?
Sort of demonic.
Yeah, it's appropriate for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and you don't mind that I quoted you live on Twitter during your conversation?
I didn't know that you did.
That's part of what I was doing, actually, since there was such bad bandwidth, was I could get bandwidth for that on my phone.
Okay.
And so when people said something incredibly brilliant, there was kind of a competition between some bloggers and some just people that were trying to catch the quotes and post them quickly.
I said something brilliant. What was it?
Oh, tons of stuff that was brilliant. I have my notes if you really want to know.
Okay.
B something, B towards the end, but there was a couple of other ones. You could go on Twitter.
Proactive, not reactive?
No, it was B something with a D, and it was not demonic. It was being... Here, hold my camera.
Finnick?
No, close though.
Okay.
You
So
can
now
talk
she
to it
is
if you want.
looking in her bag.
Yeah, because I wrote it down.
There's the zipper.
I was tweeting that you were talking. What the hell is that?
Look, she's doing a Linda Blair imitation.
Yeah.
Spinning around.
Oh, okay. It's always the last place you look. Let's see. Dan said. That was Peter and Tony's talk. Dan said cool stuff about. Oh, I love the PowerPoint. How do you change that edit feature? Because that's the kind of stuff that drives me crazy.
Yes.
But the thing that you said that I really wanted. Oh, be draconian. I quoted you on. And what I actually wanted to talk to you about was, now I've actually worked at City Core Center, but I go to a meeting there once a month a lot myself. So you said some great stuff about City Core Center. I've actually felt it sway when I worked up tall.
Here, I'm going to give you your camera
So
back.
thank you. Tell me what you know about City Core Center.
Just what I read on Wikipedia and what I heard about years afterwards and saw on a PBS special. Architect actually was rather brave in publicizing everything, but on the one hand he was vilified for taking so long to bring it out, and on another hand he was really lauded for his life-saving actions.
Awesome.
So it's now used as a test case somewhere.
It is. I have to tell you, when I worked there, it was a very brief consulting gig, but a few days before that, I'd been with a friend on a sailboat for 3 days. So I was already having that sea legs thing, which I'd never had before. And then I started this gig, and I was upstairs, and I noticed that the bathrooms were actually much more like a ship bathroom. They had a portal door with you had to step up 2 inches to get into it in case the building ever swayed so much that the water came out of the toilets.
Right.
I thought that was really weird.
Yeah.
And I still felt, you really do feel it if you're up high enough and it's very windy.
Although the tuned mass damper is supposed to take care of that.
I could feel it.
Yeah.
I'm a little more sensitive than most people. So, anyway, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else you want to say to the people on YouTube about Lisa or Usenix or?
Be a geek. Not only is it cool, it's fun.
Geeks have the most fun.
Yes.
Did you have fun today at this museum?
I did. There's some cool electronic gizmos. I've got some pieces of some of the stuff they have at home.
Wow.
So.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you for talking to me.
Thank
My
you.
battery's about to die, so at least we got this done first. Thank you.